Did it ever cross your mind that you should probably go ahead and work for yourself, start a business? 9 to 5 isn't for you. If those thoughts ever cross your mind, then the $100 startup book was probably written for someone like you. Stick around for my no BS, honest review of this book right here.
When love comes in, ooh, la, la, la.
What's up guys, welcome back. I'm Alice and you're watching on LeLifestyle, and this week we have another book review. So if you're new to my channel, we talk about mindset, we talk about money, we talk about books and similar topics. So if it's something that you like to hear about, click the like button below and subscribe because we post videos every Wednesday. Let's get into this book right here. The $100 Startup, Reinvent the Way You Make a Living, Do What You Love, and Create a New Future. That was written by Chris Guillebeau. That sounds very Quebecer, very French. We're gonna start this off with a very honest comment from moi. This book, for me, was boring. Okay, I'm gonna be real. I'm an entrepreneur, we all know that. So I've started a couple of businesses, some have failed. We're starting up new ones. I'm always in a startup zone once in a while, right? This book is mainly for the new people who, I don't want to say newbies, okay? No, I want to say it's for people who have almost zero idea of starting a business. The people who've just had like, oh, maybe I should start my own business. Those type of people, okay? Not the entrepreneurs, not the business women and men who currently own a business and running a business. No, if you're a businessman or woman and you want to scale your business and you're not sure how, this is not for you. This book is not for you. You should probably be reading other books, or better yet, courses, or even investing in coaches on scaling your business. But this book, $100 Startup, is not for you. So this, just like the title says, it's the starting up your business with just $100. Is it doable? Yes. Is every single startup going to be $100 or less? Definitely not. I know mine isn't, or wasn't. They never were for me, okay? But minimal investment, some are very doable. Less than $1,000, that's for sure. So who is this book really for? And should you actually read it? And I say, if you've had an idea and you're like, oh, maybe I could turn my passion into a business. Just like that. Just like a light bulb moment where like, I may be interested in having a business one day. Definitely read this book. This should be your first step. So you're probably wondering, Alice, why the heck did you read this book if you think that it's not meant for you? Well, this was actually gifted to me a couple of years back when I first started my business, my first business, and I decided not to read this. And guess what? My business failed. Yeah. No, okay. Yeah, I didn't decide. I just put it on the shelf, forgot about it. And now that I'm launching a new business, actually a couple of projects, I was like, you know what? Let me read this. Let me see what I missed out the first time. So why did I think it was boring? Well, a lot of these concepts I've read in other books, and other books actually go deeper in each topic, let's say. But another reason why this was boring, because it just reminded me of my university classes learning about businesses. I know how to write a business plan. I've been writing a business plan since university. So yeah, like I don't need another book telling me how to do that, technically. But why did I read it anyway? I read it anyway just in case I missed out on anything, or I don't know, was hoping to figure out something new. So, who is this book actually for? It's for those people who have just had an idea, like, oh, I should turn my passion into a business. I think other people want to do this too. Or if there's something that you do already but think other people would benefit from it as well and they're not implementing it in their lives, then you could definitely turn that concept into a business. But if you don't know how, this is exactly where this book comes in, because from the first chapter to the last, it shows you exactly what you could do from the get-go, even before you get a logo out there, even before you decide to have a website, buy the domain name, or any other business related action steps that you need to do. This book shows you how to turn your passion into a business, which is something all entrepreneurs have understood some way during their lifetime. You don't necessarily need a book to tell you how to do that, because it should come from within. But it shows you how to confirm that your current passion will serve others. Okay, if that makes sense. So being said, like with surveys, some case studies here and there, you could always find out if what you're passionate about could be turned into a business. And it kind of goes into that in the very beginning. Why did I continue reading the book if I thought it was so boring? Is because of the end chapters. Those last chapters actually talked about if you were to scale your business. It talked about scaling a business just a little. Okay, very little, very small. But the idea of this book is based on 1,500 case studies. So the author has interviewed 1,500 businesses, individuals, and asked them a bunch of questions. And based on their answers, he came up with this book, because almost all businesses run the same way. They've probably gone through the same steps to get to where they are, but not everything works from one business to the other. So that's where he came up with the 50 case studies that he included in the book to show that this person did it this way, it worked out. The other person did it the other way and it worked out. It all depends on you. So the best part about this book is that it's based on case studies and not the author's life. Okay, those books are good, but like we don't need another autobiography, right? We want to see pure hard facts. We want to know how most of the businesses out there work. Another thing I liked about this book is with the case studies is seeing what the other businesses were, what it was before it became a business. It was a hobby, it was a passion, it was something random for others, but for that person it was something huge that they loved, so they decided to turn it into a business. So it literally shows all the different kinds of businesses out there that you could have imagined, or hobbies, should I say, and passions turned into a business. All the hobbies and passions that someone can have, finding out a way of turning into a business, that's what this book shows you how to do. So let's talk about my favorite chapter. And I always have a favorite chapter in each book, even if I don't necessarily like them 100%. My favorite chapter was chapter 11. It's called Moving On Up, which is like the scale your business chapter. And right in the beginning of the chapter, it says that the startup part of a business is the hardest part. Growing your business is a little simpler. So for me, reading that was an honest and amazing reminder that every single project, every single startup, every single business has a huge chunk that takes a lot out of you. A lot of energy needs to go into it when you're first starting out, and that once that's done, the growing process is a lot simpler. Maybe we could say a little easier to do than birthing the business itself. It was a great reminder that good things come to those who put in massive action, a lot of sweat and tears into something, and they'll be able to harvest beautiful, juicy fruits at the end of the season. So to wrap this up, $100 startup. Read it if you've never been in business before. Don't read it if you currently have a business and you want to scale up. It is not the right book for you. That's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what book you want me to review next. I'm so excited to hear. Have a good night. Bye.